It's officially spring, that's why we're doing this. Often with antiques, you come across something and it's beautiful and you want it, but you don't even know what it is or how to use it. That was this piece. So I have had this for over a year and I truly didn't know what it was or how to use it. I couldn't even sell it because I was like, I don't really know. Like I showed it a couple times to customers, but I truly was a terrible salesman because I was like, I don't know what it is. From Google, the only thing I could find was one listing that had something similar and they had just called it a cup, which clearly it's not a cup, so that wasn't helpful. It's been sitting under our guest bed for the past year, collecting dust. Poor, lifeless, beautiful antique. Pretty sure it's made of bronze. It deserved the chance to be used for what its original purpose was. So a few weeks ago, I was at an antique store and they actually had something that was very similar, not nearly as amazing as this one. But it had like the same style of thing on top with like the bowl at the bottom. They had this part styled with a bud vase. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's been a year, you would think I'd think bud vase. But no, all I had thought of was a candle and that just didn't feel right. It didn't look right. There was wax, actually old wax inside. And so someone had used it as a candle holder in the past. And then I saw the one in the antique store with the bud vase in it. It was like the sky cleared and I knew it to hold a bud vase. And then that kind of put everything together that it's like a jardiniere. It's to hold florals. I did ask the antique store owner, like, do you know what it was used for? Do you know what it's called? And they said no. They were just as perplexed as me. So I ended up going on eBay and I found a bud vase that would fit. Here it is. So this is actually from an old 1920s Rolls Royce. And I just thought that was a really cool version of a bud vase to include, something luxurious, not just like a typical bud vase. And it goes inside like that. Now, what we need to do is put this whole thing to the test. Create a floral arrangement inside the bowl, in the bud vase, and see how it looks in all its glory as a jardiniere of sorts. I am not a florist. I am not great at making floral arrangements. I have never even made floral arrangements with this foam. Not once in my life, so this is the first time. We'll see how it goes. Luckily, this isn't me like restoring an antique like last time where it was a big old fail. I feel like it'll be hard to mess it up. The floral arrangement might not be professional, but it will be something to give you an idea of how this would have been styled and used 100 years ago. And I'm so excited. Wish me luck once again. I follow a few florists on Instagram. One in particular, her name is Janelle Ford, and her floral arrangements are out of this world. I am obsessed with them, and so I have been going to her page to get inspiration on how to make a beautiful floral arrangement like this. Like, this isn't just taking a bouquet from the grocery store and sticking it in a vase. This is floral arranging, which I've never really done. So I did get some inspo from her that I thought might help. In this case, the bowl is quite interesting. It's very shallow, so that's why we definitely need the foam, because that's gonna hold the water. We're gonna wing it. Pretty sure this is how every single DIY on this channel has ever gone. I never test things. I just am like, yeah, I can do it. I can do it on a YouTube video where people will come for information from an expert. Don't come here for information from an expert unless you want information on antiques, okay? What I think I'm supposed to do is I got water in this pan and I'm just supposed to stick it in there and let it absorb the water and then cut it. Also, I was supposed to get something to secure it to the bottom of the jardiniere, which I didn't think about. But if you noticed, the jardiniere kind of has a couple pieces that like curve or stick out. So I think what I can do is cut it to fit under those, and that will kind of hold it in place. And then the weight of the flowers, hopefully. I don't know if I had enough water in there, so I ended up just flipping it over because the water is like pretty much gone. So it was like just enough water. We need 8 inches, which this is 9 inches. So really we just need 1 inch less. I don't have the proper tools, so we're gonna use this. That's actually so satisfying. I think there are ASMR videos about stuff like this, and you know, for good reason. That was incredible. And then I think I'm gonna just kind of like curve it so it kind of will sit in the bowl a little bit better. Remember, this is not my job. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't going to a wedding. This is gonna sit on my counter and nobody comes over here. I mean, I guess I could invite someone for the sole purpose to show off my flower arrangements once I'm done. Maybe I will. Maybe I should. Hopefully I'll do a good enough job that someone will love this piece enough to give it a permanent home. We did it. She's in. So I'm going to add just a little bit more water. This is probably a no-no. Just a little something, something. I'm overwhelmed already. I feel it. So whether this is correct or not, we're gonna start with the biggest pieces. And for that, I have garden roses. So let's just go for it. I don't know. Okay, let's stick it this way. I don't know. I'm scared. Who knew you had to be a little aggressive with roses? Not me. Get it like kind of hanging on. I also really like color in flowers. Of course, I appreciate, you know, a bouquet of all white roses and things like that. Like, it's stunning. Who doesn't love that? But there is something about having such a variety of color in a bouquet that's just like amazing. Well, I'm just gonna bring you close and give you a close-up view as I do this. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I'm not a professional, but I kind of think it's beautiful. And it's like all the things I love about a bouquet, just like wild. Now what we need to do is the bud vase. It's just meant to hold some water and flowers. I definitely thought I had so many flowers, like enough to make multiple arrangements. I think I have like 4 or 5 vessels that I wanted to use, and I can maybe do one more. And it will be daffodils only, because I didn't use any of the daffodils. So I definitely feel like we need a rose, right? Right? Let's fluff her up. Let's try something. Yeah, that works. I don't really get any height variation with thistles because I can't keep them together on their stems. Otherwise they just won't fit. Plus these can't be very tall either. Not the worst. Too tight here. No. I did it. I think I figured it out. I think this is what it is. It's this incredible jardiniere for floral arrangements to just absolutely wow anyone who sees it. I mean, talk about a centerpiece. I know I'm not a florist and there are a couple things I would change if I could. I just don't want to mess it up. But honestly, I think I did all right. I am excited that we get to enjoy the floral arrangement and enjoy this piece until it's time to sell it. I think I'm going to include it in this Sunday's live, the 23rd of March. So if you're interested in this piece, be sure to tune in on my Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern to be able to snag it. It is very scarce items, very hard to even know what they're meant for. And now I know, and I feel like I uncovered a mystery and it just has brought me a lot of joy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my attempt at floral arranging and most of all enjoyed seeing this beautiful antique truly come to life. I will see you very soon. Bye.